Hey, how's it going everybody? I'm here again, I'm back, and welcome to today's video. This was in collaboration with my cousin 4 years ago, year 2016, with JDex Valenciano. You can post it, screenshot it, read it for yourself. I don't have the time to read and explain all of this. I'm Pastor JKevz Reyes, and thanks again for clicking, watching, or listening to this video. We are going to continue our series about all the Heavens Trilogy, a series of a three-parter with 9 videos. Part 1, 1 video. Part 2, 3 videos. And Part 3, 5 videos. We have finished Part 3A last time, yesterday. So, recap, Part 1, Voice of the Cosmos. Part 1A, Let All Matter Emit Radiation. Part 2, God of the Universe. Part 2A, The Lesser Lights to Rule the Night. Part 2B, Our Subdivision in a Spotlight. Part 3C, The Dawning of Astronomy. And Part 3A, The Everywhere Stretch or The Big Bang. Right. And last time, yesterday, and let the dry land appear about the Pangea, the supercontinent, the giant single landmass. Peleg, which means earthquake. So if you still haven't watched or heard this series, these videos, they are all available at our YouTube channel. Click our YouTube playlist. Subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't already, and follow us on Facebook. That way you can help us spread the word to the world. And yeah, do something for God, make Him happy. Tell your friends about Jesus and share our videos. That being said, all the Heavens Trilogy, Part 1, Part 1A, Part 2, Part 2A, Part 2B, Part 2C, Part 3, Part 3A, Part 3B, and right now, today, we are going to talk about Part 3C. Is that right? Part 3A, Part 3B, and Part 3C. Okay, that's right. The Hoary Frost of Heaven. Glacial period, also known as the Ice Age. Job 38, the Big Bang in Ice Age chapter. Let us begin. So, the glacial period, aka the Ice Age, it is true. It's not a myth, it's not a legend, it's not fiction, it's not a fantasy. We know the franchise Ice Age with 5 movies, but yeah, those movies, the plots and stories in those movies are dumb. But the Ice Age itself really happened before man existed. Yes, no human beings existed during the Ice Age. So Neanderthals, evolution, that's dumb and stupid. Right, so we have already debunked evolution. It's available in our YouTube playlist. So, but during the end times, the scoffers, they are willingly ignorant, dumb on purpose. They are ignorant, but by the word of God, the heavens of ancient times were created, and that the earth standing out of the water and in the water, whereby the world that then was 6,000 years ago, being overflowed with water, perished during the times of Noah in the ark. But the heavens and the earth, which are now, currently, in the present, by the same word of God, are kept in store, reserved unto fire against the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men. So, the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. Remember this, face of the deep. Do not forget this. We will go back to it. We will go back to this later. Face of the deep. And the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters, and God said, let there be light, and there was light, and God saw the light, that it was good. So, verse 3, yeah, I have already quoted it even before reading it. So, yeah, when God uttered His voice, there is a multitude of waters where? On the ground? No, in the heavens. S, the Hebrew again of the word, the plural form of heavens, is Uranos, translated to universe, the single spoken word. And God causeth the vapors to ascend from the ends of the earth. God maketh lightnings with rain, and bringeth forth the wind out of His treasures. God hath compassed the waters with bounds until the day and night come to an end. The pillars of heaven tremble and are astonished at the reproof of God. God divided the sea with His power and by His understanding. So, yeah, God divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament. This is Job 26, and this is also in Genesis chapter 1. The division of waters above and waters below. So what will happen to the H2O, 2 hydrogen, 1 oxygen, also known as water, in the outer space? It's so cold there. There is no oxygen, there is vacuum, it's void, that's why it's called space. Without oxygen, there is no fire. No oxygen, no flame. So it would be very, very cold there. You would freeze to death there. You would become an ice popsicle there. You would be frozen there. It's like it's colder than a freezer. right? So what would happen to a water in outer space? They would become frozen, right? They would become ice. That's why the rings of Saturn were composed of giant boulders of rocks, asteroids, meteorites, and ice chunks of ice glaciers, right? Job 38, the Big Bang in Ice Age chapter. The Lord answered Job out of the realm and said, after Job complained because of his problems and sorrows and his trials, these chapters 38, 39, 40, 41 are the questions of God to Job that are all impossible to be answered. It's like an interview. God said to Job, "Who is this that can counsel by the words without knowledge? Who is these dumb scientists and stupid agnostics, skeptics, evolutionists, unbelievers, non-Christians? They don't know what they're saying. They're dumb. Gird up now thy loins, thy belt like a man. Be a man, Job. Stand up. Use your big boy voice. Use your big boy voice. Be a man. For I will demand of thee and answer thou me." Answer my question, Job. Job is in for it. "Where was thou, Job, when I created the universe, when I laid the foundation of the earth? Where were you? Did you existed already, way back then? Answer me. Say it. Declare if thou hast understanding. If you know it, say it. Who hath laid the measures thereof, if thou knowest, if you know? Or who hath stretched the line upon it? The expansion, the start of the Big Bang, the everywhere stretch from last video, right? Whereupon are the foundations thereof fastened, or who laid the cornerstone thereof? It was God who laid the chief cornerstone, the foundation of the universe, the primeval atom, from the word prime, the first. Primeval atom, or the cosmic egg, is the ancient or prehistoric atom that started the Big Bang, which has a cause who is God. It's not that nothing can explode, an explosion of nothing that's dumb and stupid. God caused the Big Bang. 18 verses saying that God caused the expansion, stretching the universe. It is until now the universe is expanding, the after effect of God's creation. It is the cause of the explosion and the place where space started expanding. The universe we live is continuously expanding in space. If we go back in time, we would find that the entire universe, the single spoken word, emerged from a primeval atom or a cosmic egg. That is the cornerstone, which God is asking who created the primeval atom, the cornerstone. "When I made clouds to be its clothes," so ang mga ulap ay ang damit ng mundo. "Clouds are the clothes of the earth, and thick darkness its swaddling blanket," kumot, "and I prescribe a boundary, a limit for it, set in place bars and doors for it." So the atmosphere is the boundary, the blanket of the earth, and the clouds are the clothes. So God set a boundary so that oxygen would not go outside the earth and human beings would run out of oxygen. No. So God set a boundary for the oxygen to remain on earth so that we would continue living, we would not die, we would still breathe, continue breathing, and we won't suffocate. So God is good. Be thankful. From the wicked, wait, hold on. The context of this chapter 38 of Job is creation, right? Contextually, it's talking about creation. So from the wicked, who is the wicked during creation? Did human beings already existed during the creation? No. Adam and Eve were not created yet. Adam and Eve did not existed yet. So there were no human beings, there were no people yet. But who is the wicked? That light is withholden. Heat is withholden. Fire is withholden. That's why it became cold. That's why everything froze. Ice age. So who was the wicked? "And the high arm shall be broken, the proud." Who was vanished from heaven because of his pride? "I will ascend into heaven. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds, above the stars of God. I will be like the Most High. I will. It was Lucifer, and our Satan, the adversary. From the wicked, the high arm, right? Light is withholden. It's Lucifer's fault. Human beings did not existed yet, but Lucifer and his angels did. "Hast thou entered into the springs of the sea, Job? Or hast thou walked in the search of the depth, Job?" No. Job cannot breathe underwater. "You should know, Job, after all, you had been born back then from 6,000 years ago, Job. So the number of your days is great. You are very, very old, Job. How old are you, Job? Are you 6,000 years old? Are you older than Methuselah, who is just 916 years old?" God is being sarcastic here. This is sarcasm. God is asking questions rhetorically that He knows Job cannot answer, and God knows the answer to His own questions. But He's asking it anyway. It's just like the parents asking questions to his child or to his son, to his daughter, what have you done? Even though the parents, the father or the mother already knows their children have done, their kid, their son or their daughter, but they will still ask it, what have you done? Right? Have you entered the storehouses of the snow, or seen where the hail is stored, which I have reserved for the tribulation to come, for the days of battle and war? So this hail will be in the great tribulation. 21 plagues, 7 seals, 7 trumpets, 7 vials, and one of those 21 plagues are burning ice mingled with blood. Yeah, burning ice, burning snow. The snow is burning. The ice is on flame. Right, mingled with blood. It is reserved. Where is the lightning diffused, or the east wind scattered around the earth? Who cuts canals for the storm floods, and paths for the lightning and thunder? This is one of the lyrics in the song of Chris Tomlin, entitled Indescribable, right? Who commanded the lightning where it should go, or seen heavenly storehouses laden with snow? So God is commanding where the lightning should go. Go here, go to the left, go to the right, don't go there, go here. Every single detail, all the zigzag and cracks is being commanded specifically by God, and the lightnings are obeying all of them. So it's that complicated and complex. Creation itself. The Creator is asking questions to a creature, to Job. Like intense interview that Job will never be able to answer. Not one. Who hath divided a water course for the overflowing of waters, Job? Or a way for the lightning of thunder? So, saan dumadaan ang kidat at kulog? Sa lupa? On the ground? No. On the sky. On the clouds. And God is also talking about the waters above the heavens. When He divided the waters which are under the firmament on the waters which are above the firmament, and they were frozen in outer space. To cause it to rain on the earth where no man is, on the wilderness wherein there is no man. Hath the rain a father? Yes, it's God, meaning Creator. Who hath begotten the drops of dew? God, the Creator. Or out of whose womb came the ice? The womb of God, the womb of the Father, the Creator. And the hoary frost of heaven. See, heaven is frozen. Was not now, but way back then, 6,000 years ago, ice age. See, ice, hoary, frost. What more could you ask for, or what word would you need just to understand that it's ice age? Ice, hoary, frost. All of the words are there. Out of the south cometh the whirlwind, and the cold out of the north pole. By the breath of God, frost is given. So, frost is given by what? By the breath of God. Because God spoke in it, God cast down Lucifer with his angels, and because of that high arm, because of the wicked, because of the proud, because of the pride of Lucifer, light is withholden, heat is withholden, everything became frozen, ice age. And breadth of the waters is straightened. So the waves of the sea became straight. The curvy, bendy waves, mga alon ng dagat na balubuloktot, ay naging patag. Right? Naging straight. So the waters are heat as with a stone. So waters, liquid became solid. Right? The change in matter. So the waters became ice cubes or tube ice. Waters became glaciers and blocks of ice, glaciers. And the face of the deep is frozen. That's why I told you earlier to remember face of the deep. Do not forget it. Face of the deep is frozen. Let's go back and review Genesis 1:2. The face of the deep, the earth was without form and void. The darkness was upon the face of the deep. It's very, very dark because light is withholden. Heat is withholden. Everything froze because of Lucifer. And the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters, and He said, let there be light, let there be heat again, and the ice became melted, right? Rain where no man is. Umulan, wala pang tao. So, before Noah's Ark, wala pang tao, diba? So, yung may tao na, siyempre, first time nilang makaranas ng ulan. When man already existed, they experienced rain for the first time during Noah. So, yeah, the face of the deep is frozen, where the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. This is the ice age. Ang muka ng kalaliman ay na-frozen, nanigas, nanlamig, naging ice. The glacial period. If you want to hear more of the ice age, We have already discussed and talked about this in our ecology series. The original pre-flood Earth, what we did in the paradise, restoring what's lost. Last year, 2019, part 1 of this series is called The Ice Age, Frozen Phase of the Deep. Water vapors above the firmament. As you can see, it is troposphere, stratosphere, ozonosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere, ionosphere, exosphere. All of those spheres because the Earth is a sphere. It's not tropos flat, stratos flat, ozonos flat, mesos flat, thermos flat, ionos flat, exos flat, atmos flat. No, it's sphere because the Earth is not flat. Flat earthers are dumb. Yeah. And last but not the least, can thou bind the sweet influence of Pleiades, which is a constellation, the right arrow that pointed us in the right direction? Because of Pleiades, we have found all of these verses and started creating this All the Heavens Trilogy. Because of Job 38:31. And also Orion, also a constellation, and then Mazzaroth, also a group of constellation by the Greeks, and Arcturus, the very very large sun, bigger than the Betelgeuse, Musipi, and Canis Majoris. This is Arcturus, this is Pollux, smaller star, and dwarf star, Sirius, and this is our sun. And the Earth is invisible at the scale. If you put a dot, that will be very very big. That's too big. The Earth here in scale, in proportion, is smaller than a dot. So there you go. Pleiades, Orion, Mazzaroth, and Arcturus. The Creator is asking difficult questions which are all impossible to be answered to Job. Right, because Job was complaining. So that's the end. The hoary frost of heaven. These are not my opinions or my personal convictions. This is not eisegesis. I'm not leading you into my own opinion. No, this is exegesis. Contextually, in context. And with cross-reference. Job 38 with Genesis chapter 1. Right? And also Job 37. So yeah, it is written. You can read it for yourself. Look it up. I'm not making this up. Hindi ko ito inimbento, gawa-gawa, dagdag. It's written in your own Bible. Translated in any version, in Tagalog, in Bisaya, in any kind of English. It's written, it's true, it's real. Read it, prove all things. Read it for yourself. Next topic for the next video next time. I hope I can upload it tomorrow. No more delays. Part 3D, right? Universal shutdown and reboot. We will talk about the end of the universe. One of the theories is the big crunch. The heaven and earth shall pass away. Elements shall melt with fervent heat. He will make all things new. The earth and the heaven fled away. There was found no place for them. New heaven, new earth. The first heaven, first earth were passed away. New Jerusalem. The time of universal restitution. To reconcile all things. To reconcile all things unto himself. Things in heaven or things in earth. Things in earth or things in heaven. There you go. The universe will be shut down and be rebooted. Will be reset or restart. New heaven, new earth, new Jerusalem, new universe. So these are all from part 3, The Uncaused Cause, in our All the Heavens Trilogy, in collaboration with my cousin 4 years ago, 2016. I am Pastor JKevz Reyes. Thank you for watching and listening to this video. It's a long video, 18 minutes. Yes, share my videos, tell your friends about Jesus Christ, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already, so that in that way you can help us spread the word to the world by also following us on Facebook. And you will be notified every time I upload. This is All the Heavens Trilogy, a series of 3. Thank you and God bless.